In this tutorial, or rather file, what you're going to be doing is stopping the individual movie clips by clicking on the buttons that you have here. If I go ahead and test this scene, this is what you should see. In each of the scenes you have a bee that flies around some sort of path and then also has its wings moving. When you click on the different buttons here, what you're going to do is stop and play the different parts. And you can stop the wings separate from flying, as you can see. Now, I want you to note that each bee has a slightly different structure. So what you need to do is go inside each bee by clicking on them and seeing where you have things. If we look at this one, we've got our wings and our bee there. And then if I click on that, this is the wings underscore MC, I have the animation of the wings themselves. So in this timeline, I stop the wings. On this timeline, I stop the animation of the bee moving around. So if I look at some of the other ones here, you may notice I have a slightly different structure here. This one has just one bee on that timeline, and then I go inside that bee, and then I find its wings, and then I have to go inside to stop that timeline. And then the other one has yet another slightly different structure. So you go inside of it, and then you find the timeline of the bee with the wings. So just slightly different nesting, not really a big deal. Go ahead and use either pre-oop coding or regular coding. It doesn't really matter. Of course, I think you can use pre-oop coding and do this quite effectively. In that case, you would really only have to create one function that would have the movie clip to stop and then what button to click on. If you clicked on the, you would have possibly actually even two functions if you want. You can have a function which is a stop function and then a function which is a play function, and that would stop a particular part of that movie clip or play a particular part of that movie clip, and same thing for all of them. So you would in that case need two functions for the movie, a stop function and a play function, so that you can pass to it the exact structure or the exact target for the stop and play. I also want you to note that I do not have instance names on all the objects. I have given object instance names to some of the main ones here, the big B, just so it's easy, of course, to know that those need to be there. But the other ones you should be doing yourself. So let me know if you need any help, and good luck.